Hey YouTube, welcome to my channel. My name's Maria. Like the title says, I will be doing my first ever journal with me. I've really been into these types of videos lately, like I cannot stop watching them for some reason. Specifically Katharine Karas or Kat's videos and WhittyNovels videos. I feel like they really get my vibe and aesthetic that I usually go for. I'll link my favorites of theirs in the description box down below so you can check out. They will seriously give you some crazy inspiration. As you can see from my journal from last year that I did, it got pretty thick. Oh, and if you've noticed my hands moving around all crazy, it's because I was talking while I was filming and journaling, but it took away from me focusing on my art, which I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna just stop talking and do a voiceover. So that's up with my hands, and now I know for next time. It's, this is a learning experience. So after like a month of binge watching these types of videos on YouTube, I decided to pick up my own journal again and just start letting my creativity flow. Sometimes you need that when going through crazy times, and I could say for certain that we are going through crazy times right now. Anyways, back to my journal with me. So as the title states, this is a bookish theme spread. No spoilers. I read I Am Not Your Perfect Mexican Daughter by Erica L. Sanchez back in January. This was the first book that my best friend Dana, shout out, suggested. We're kind of in a book club of 2 right now. She basically just wants to read more books, and so she made it a goal of hers to read at least 1 a month, and I told her I would do it with her because I'm such an awesome best friend. These are just some random pictures I found online and cut out, and I also did this little drawing to represent the main character and her sister, which I keyword try to paint later on in the video. But yeah, I was actually really interested to see what types of books she would deem interesting enough to read. She's usually pretty busy, so if she's taking time out of her day to sit and read something, then I know it will definitely be worth it to read as well, and who wouldn't want to be in a book club with their best friend anyways. I'll go ahead and link her Instagram down in the description box if you want to check out her social media. She posts a lot of really cool pictures. So this story follows Julia, who is like 15 or 16 at the time when the book starts, and we follow her dealing with the aftermath of her older sister Olga's sudden death. Olga was in her early 20s, I think. I can't really remember specifics since like half the year has gone by already. Julia is a Mexican-American teenager. She's living in Chicago with her very old school, very strict parents, and I think they migrated from Mexico before she was born. The paintbrushes and the paint I'm going to be showing here actually belong to my son. They came in one of his subscription boxes. I end up actually getting really frustrated with the quote-unquote paints. There was basically nothing in there, and I know for a fact that it hadn't even been used. And when I was editing this video clip for this, I actually found it really interesting with the way I just rolled with it and let that artsy side of me flow. But yeah, as you can see, not much paint there. So Julia's personality in the beginning of the story is pretty obnoxious, and she has this whole I'm better than everyone attitude, which I mean, it's good to hold yourself in high regard, but not at the extent to where it tears people down. And that's what she seems to do with just about everyone in her life. Her best friend, her older sister, her random little boyfriend, and even her parents. We actually see her and her mother clash a ton throughout this book. Like, their relationship seriously gets so strained throughout the story. Also, throughout the book, she learns that not everything is as it seems. She finds out that Olga was keeping secrets. She also ends up taking a trip down to Mexico to stay with extended family at one point, and discovers some secrets that have been kept by her parents all her life. And here is my little drawing turned into a painting. I had a vision for this, and considering how I haven't painted like that in like well over a decade, I think I did all right. Okay, I know some of you might be freaking out right now, but yes, I write in my books. I highlight and tab and dog ear and fold pages. I am that type of book owner. But you know what? These books are mine. I bought them with my own money. I worked for that money, so I bought them with my own money. And I don't ever intend on ever getting rid of them. Okay? So just let me live my life, okay? But yeah, I really did go pretty tab crazy in this book. But that's how you know I like a book, you know. But tabbing does come in handy when I want to incorporate some sort of quote. The one I'm using says, "The long dark days feel like an endless black ribbon." This is one of the poems Julia writes. She's really into poetry and reading, and she loves going to the library, and her ultimate dream in life is to become a writer and live in New York City. Same, girl, same. So what really made this book for me was the ending. Not giving any spoilers out or anything, so don't worry if you haven't read the book. But Julia came out of this in the end just being so humble, and when I read that last page, I felt like a proud parent. I was just so proud of her growth by the end. I ended up rating this 4 stars on my Goodreads, actually. And I had to rewrite a quote, that quote that I just read earlier again, because I forgot that those type of pens smudge really bad. So when I put it down on my desk, my hand must have touched it or something. But I think the black sticker came out looking better than the white one anyway. Oh, also with this book, my friend and I, we actually did a 3-hour long discussion on this book. I think it was more than 3 hours. We filmed it and everything. I apparently was supposed to edit, but I mean, like, it was 3 hours, so I'll probably get to it one day, but you know, I'm not in any hurry anymore. This happened in January. But we both came to the conclusion that Julia reminded us of ourselves at that age. I'm Mexican American, and I remember growing up in a very strict household. You know, you couldn't do anything or go anywhere, otherwise you might end up pregnant or something. Childhood, good times. This book really did stay true to that. I've never seen this type of representation of someone like myself. It was really cool to see. So I had a vision when I was printing out everything, and I like to usually plan everything out in my head beforehand. I don't really like going into a journal page blind. It might be like, I don't know, my controlling nature, but yeah, I go in with the design in my mind. I ended up gluing the photo of the book in a place I did not want it to go at all. I don't know why I did that, but I did. But yeah, this is why I ended up just placing a bunch of butterflies around to just represent the metamorphosis I saw Julia go through. And another quote to end it off with. But what else can I say about this book other than it was great? You should go and check it out. It isn't tough to follow along with, and I think I read this book in like 4 days or something. Aren't I awesome at doing book reviews? Nonetheless, I had fun with this. I never filmed myself journaling before, and it was really something to see myself getting all artistic. Well, that's it for this journal with me. My intentions are to make another one this next weekend, but I just started school again, and my son is doing online school now, and I might be starting a full-time job September 1st, but I don't really know how accurate that is at this point because, you know, we're in a pandemic right now. But fingers crossed, I can successfully manage my time. I hope y'all enjoyed. Stay safe out there. Remember to social distance and wear masks. See y'all next time. Goodbye.